Right, let's get straight into it. Massive news overnight as a federal court just struck down President Trump's emergency tariffs on dozens of countries. Now, if you're thinking, wait, didn't we just hear about new tariffs a few months ago? You're absolutely right. Trump used a law from 1977, the International Economic Emergency Powers Act, or IEEPA, to declare a national emergency over the U.S. trade deficit, and then slapped sweeping tariffs on a whole list of countries. But here's the twist. A federal court, the Court of International Trade, has just said, hang on, you've gone too far. They ruled that Trump overstepped his authority and basically told the White House to pump the brakes. So what's the White House saying about all this? Kevin Hassett, who heads the National Economic Council, was straight on Fox Business this morning, calling the ruling just a hiccup, blaming so-called activist judges, and promising the administration will appeal. He's confident they'll win on appeal, and in the meantime, they're not backing down one bit. Negotiations with the affected countries are still going strong, and Hassett reckons a bunch of new trade deals will be ready by July. Now remember, Trump didn't just target China or Europe. These tariffs were aimed at about 60 countries. And while the biggest hits were delayed until July to allow for negotiation, a baseline 10% tariff still went into effect. Hassett hinted that several deals are close to the finish line, and if talks break down, countries could face those big reciprocal tariffs Trump's been threatening since day one. But here's where it gets spicy. The court's decision split opinions right down the middle. Some in the Trump camp are fuming. Hassett and others have gone after the judges, calling them unelected and part of the legal deep state. On the other hand, some Republicans, especially the fiscal hawks, are actually praising the court for reminding everyone that only Congress has the real power to tax. Senator Rand Paul even posted, "The power of the purse and the ability to tax lie with Congress, not the president." And if the appeal fails, the White House says they've got 3 or 4 other legal tricks up their sleeve. Think other trade laws that Trump's already used in the past, like Section 301 for China and Section 232 for steel and aluminum. The whole thing has massive implications, not just for the U.S. economy, but for how much power the president actually has to declare emergencies and reshape global trade. And with the July deadline for these negotiations looming, I'll be keeping a very close eye on this one. So, what do you reckon? Is this the courts reining in an overzealous president or just politics as usual? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more straight shooting updates.